This is Sierra Leone, a lively country in West Africa, renowned for its lush greenery, beautiful beaches, and unique and diverse musical and cultural heritage. In 2023, the School of Basic Education, in collaboration with the Institute of Languages and Cultural Studies, INSLACS, in the School of Education, Jala University, undertook a project to uncover the talents of Sierra Leone's popular traditional musicians, whose musical journeys were thought to be almost coming to an end.
We are aware of the fact that Sierra Leone is a huge repository of rich culture, but that has not been fully explored. And if it is not brought into some aspects of contemporary research, we will not be able to educate our generation to come.
Culture and language are intertwined. It is through people's culture that most of the linguistic aspects are embedded. So this research being conducted is a way of collecting or documenting music from traditional Sierra Leoneans, popular Sierra Leoneans, and their contribution to music.
We deem it fit to cover a lot more, but this is a pilot stage sort of, if you like. So we have targeted a few, particularly those outstanding ones, whose performances have made outstanding, mark on the musical landscape of Sierra Leone.
For centuries, Sierra Leone's master storytellers and musical custodians, known as Griots, have been the backbone of the nation's legacy. Before European colonization, traditional musicians were the heartbeat of communal life in Sierra Leone, with their music being integral to religious, cultural, social, and political ceremonies. Sierra Leone National Dance Troupe is a living testament to the country's musical heritage. Their rhythmic sounds echo through the streets of Freetown, the vibrant capital of Sierra Leone. Our first trip took us to their cultural village in Aberdeen in Freetown.
Not always starting dance, but the hour we make 1970. Now they go face weekend. The time where they go face weekend, like where Christmas kika so that cacao so where they be. The government they push on troop, they work out all about the country, Ken Mabo, Mechanic, or all this and that. So that they go and see, they dance there. Anyone they see, they write. Anyone they see, they write. Time they can away they send people that they go pick. If this group they take 2 people, 3 people, 4, it depends on more, so they can't get away. When they get away, that you dance where you get, you the left. The government they teach you about stage. The other how are they? If you na Mende or Timini, Pranko, Limba. You dey left you limba, you dey dance Mende dance. If you na Mende, you dey left you Mende, you dance so dance or Fura dance. So all man are one eye. We be get Musu Yabo. We get Musu Bangura. We get Sita Masade. We get Falamala. We get Momodu Mala. We be get Mende Bodo, we get Kisi Bodo, we get Iba Bodo, we get Soso Bodo, then we get Ballet, then we get the Debude, we get Jobudi, we get Nafadi, we get Bete, we get Kogodi, we get Goboy. Then we get Dediba Machoma. Then there other Kisi, they serve together the society. There bude, where they use that cola. We get Samba, we get Balanji, we get Sek. That's a good. Nah, no more.
One thing the way government they push, for me them usually also get confidence say government ready for push them. The ministry, through the support of government of Sierra Leone, been get for go around the country 2021 for take stock of all cultural assets. This move the university makes so from Jala, a big push because it help the culture trade.
Since the inception of the Sierra Leone National Dance Troupe in 1976, where I'm pretty sure John Aka, since the day when they institute the National Dance Troupe, they always done the win lawyers for this country. If you go to my office, I get a plaque on top of the door. When a plaque where they put from London in 1976, a program where they go participate. That troupe don't make big names, not one name, all over the place with several species of dancers, sets of dancers, from the one they will in London in 1976 to the one they will get now, as well as sets of different directors. So I can basically refer to them as the champions of Africa.
Despite the historical struggles in Sierra Leone, such as its civil conflict in the 90s, the troupe has embraced its heritage and triumphed over these difficult times, still entertaining and mesmerizing its audience. Introducing Amie Kallon, a Mende Griot who breaks gender stereotypes as a female singer and Sabure player.
Historically, griots were a specialized group or a cast of performers who were actually the repository of the customs and traditions of their people. And they were actually popular in West Africa, and they were famous in Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Sierra Leone, and the likes. Griots have tremendously shown themselves as the human link between the past and the present, as they told stories about the ancestors to their people. Griots were charged with the responsibility of telling stories about the birth and death of the people in their communities, and they even told stories about war, about conquests, about defeats. And the griots actually contributed to, amusing their audiences with fantastic stories that taught moral lessons. And the griots actually are still in existence. Among the Mendes, Salia Kuma was one of the respected griots who contributed to keeping the histories of his people. And upon his demise, Amie Kallon is the person that has actually contributed tremendously to keeping the histories of the ancestors of the Mendes in Sierra Leone.
Tanyalo te sowro kaje na mo blati ate enyala he manya keke mo ga ye enyale lo enyala amindato bie na bi mete fe nyawewo amindato kaje na te ko esi anya imana ka ga hu gwa go fa na ote de te Amie Kallon ka amindato Kallon me o ka sana na Amie Kallon me tenyale ya go neta ko nya keke go ne go yela numo na bo nya bo gite ya go ne go yela numo na bo gele hallelujah gi go ne go yela numo na bo anya ga ni go ne go yela hala handa mo godin de na tamia kureji o ma ha oga segbue tata ya ale nya yata mo ko kwa bla te de lo na kete ahin ya na ta malema nya according de ta himia ganya de male mo pele himia mamu de male gita ye ale ka boko ga ka kodi mu mi abe se goja enya ya gade.
Sheguye they all over West Africa, but the way they make them different and the way they shape them different. You can see some sheguye na small, bead and net you get na long. So some country na to earn. Unlike we own where you see the Mende, average Mendoma or people that in the Bongo society, be it from Mende, be it from Timney, any people way, any tribe way, it be say the Sunday society associated with mask and masquerade, you can see we all sheguye very unique.
Ye amembo we o ye amembo chama momo nyala ye amembo we o ye amembo de ye amembo de la paro o ko wando da me yo pe yo anya mayale la da pete ngo buri na kana ne makwa we kanda ko benga siwe but makopi wa ko be ko la me we mato we le ki amembo
Steady Bongo, whose real name is Lansana Sharif, is a consistent musician who has had a taste of the overwhelming Western influence that has shaped Sierra Leonean music. We had the privilege of meeting Lansana in the quiet abode of his maternal hometown, Bo City, southern Sierra Leone, where he showed his unique perspective on this musical evolution.
Me not really do music as a subject, you know. Some people are very lucky who then do it as a subject. Me not just a gift from God Almighty. And some gifts and they pass self possibly don't do it as a subject, you know. I be the imitate past musician when big fire, then Samine. But when I be the primary school, I be do this cultural dance. Be the tour. I don't begin tour, not the tour, not new to me. I don't begin tour at the primary school. We will go and get a wonderful teacher when I been LMB Rogers, late man. So now I be the take we, village to village, town to town, for dance and sing. But I be the imitate a musician by the name of Gosamai. And this Gosamai, one way serious female musician in Daddy, when I Stasi. Of course you know about Stasi. When I in Daddy, I be the imitate.
Lansana Sharif, Steady Bongo, is one of the rare musicians in Sierra Leone who blend, you know, traditional music, lyrics with contemporary musical flair. You know, after the Civil War, we saw him touring the length and breadth of this country, you know, performing to communities and, you know, preaching to them about peace and reconciliation. His, you know, unique lyrical style remains unshakable.
That music, what they call a Munjama Saki, or something like that, where Kokbetua be done remix. But Samai Naina be the original man. So when that music I be singing at school, you know, they play Bata with me Mende, na DC Fire. Mohamed Fambule, Dembi, Hero, the incident. So with all that really drive me into the thing. When I'm a man, I be the blood for the school. Islamic Nagara name. The actual name be the Steady. But the Bongo, outside the Bongo hard now. Whether they ring bell, yeah, I don't want to. Whether they ring bell for assembly. I said the worker slow. But one teacher be don't notice me. One day night capture me, bring me kind of assembly. He said, this man, everywhere he company, then they rush for kind of assembly where they don't ring bell. Now the man is just the worker steady bongo. So they give me 12 and me waist. So why they cry me if I didn't come around and hey, steady bongo, steady bongo. Now so that name they call now the bongo hard one is steady. Yeah. Well, me really, the music will make me popular. National, international, even make a travel. Though other one be the way that be done the popular na salon. But the one most na come on be me feel. This world where we dey so me family. Whatever you do, you want make them praise in him. That was a song when they called me for go perform in London. So the next one, they Ajawata for salon level. Yeah, yo, give one baba my way. And I will be and I give one be yo. This music make the mammy them all look me and sit down there. The mammy them all na Sierra Leone. Even yesterday show, the woman then na 80%. You see that? Then they with me because I respect woman and I respect my mama. So this they go to all the youths them. Make we show love to mama them. Make we respect them. I like you know get nothing. Make like feel say na inborn you. That's the message.
Lansana Sheriff, you know, is one of the few artists who actually struggled to nurture his talents, you know, and make a breakthrough in the musical industry in Sierra Leone. You know, during those days, we could see him going around carrying his tape recorder, you know, performing to audiences and selling his cassettes. You know, it's actually good that we had him and, you know, artists like Jimmy B, who did very well during those periods we could term the rebirth of Sierra Leone music.
Meet Bobby P, an often overlooked and almost forgotten traditional Mende musician.
Nyanyale mia Bobo Sakpa sembe unestoka Moyamba district. Nyanyale Moyamba district yo. Kanyangoa na akane makuro. Well, nata beko tindi ate Bobby P cha P it stand for population. Yebanu ga majowa. Ki abu bima wa hole ngonda gbeta batona. So nyango atina name ogbu ade febo na we can go all my famous. Nyande tanyana ga kokko ti ade fe better ina Bobby P. Yeah, because ade for all man. Be abo aka ebo nda be kan ebo nda go ebo are welcome. Say man.
A legendary one-man orchestral maestro with the traditional songs of Sierra Leone at the tips of his fingers and heels. Explore the world of this talented artist whose complex compositions with guitar and drums have reverberated throughout Sierra Leone's highlands, narrating stories of ordinary people's daily lives.
Bobby P is one of Sierra Leone's finest cultural musicians, celebrated for his unique performances that blend melodious cultural songs with an innovative musical technique. During Bobby's musical performances, he masterfully plays the guitar with the tips of his fingers, while he simultaneously engages the drums with the heels of his feet.
Music in Angola, look at way. The 91 to 92, tama vuina ngtatwa ngutitangela. Kanyangu itange ngama nyange bunyale pe ngwime nga on dipe ya nyale. So nyango yangu inata nyalu longwala. So himana we. So kana mawengeli kama ba ngelo kama nubu o ngeli kama nubu. Nyanda honesty na vui ngo tangi mbe vui naturally tamanga pema. Oh pama ingama o manya tangule benya mi abeba bagitele ngati yo. Kale bebe be ya na mawo. So kaimena. Nyango no ngasi atati kolo habe nyagite yitinge voice golo. Habe ngindi yile numu mema ndo yebo bi nyagite na le mia. So kondindi ye music itana be kongu yale gba. Honesty baba gondi ndina baba pe. Ngo yale ta munga matemi yo mampio ha ke bia la country ba country ndiro we na gbe iko ke na gbo country ndiro ba pe ndawo bia kweva bi ndawo bia kweva nyalango ela na be manage lo buma e bebe ya bago bengo we komi nguma na beta wa na agira be nyango ke akpa mele akwa ke na we have few time bi ma ha na munango bago bia kweva ke na we ka be koni ndina ka bia le steamer yeah.
Discover Denkena, also known as Lamin Sise, the master of Temne storytelling. He uses a legendary approach to put traditional stories into music. He has carried this unique sound to national stages, connecting with the north and other parts of Sierra Leone.
You know, Denkena narrates, fanciful stories, which he mixes with lofty songs that he believes he gets from a strange world, the other world. According to him, his birth was very strange, having his mind being born first and then his body following later.
Experience the exciting rhythms of this genre as Denkena shares his artwork from Sanda Mabolonto.
Siapa dan jenaru ko karang. Deki ko karang. Tuman trata. Mami nora awur oy kas kami ko ne babai kole. Oya kami ko ne ya yebu sise babai kole sise ya yebu sise. Na sono sino ya kumanga lom nombungane no ukara nombungane ta kumo ya kami nombalanga da kumo kas walga pitka tikire no ra kon ntre ya kami ya rebu shishin an lo konga tupka tamampe dirne mibo milal entipado mu marusum ko mimi diwa mumpe ibari mrefino amfami antubuta miti yanaka hatenge dengena tuno normali tampo ibilandi ore tuma gaira ndoni odeme mimere gatulo odeme mimere gatulo Obirongongi. Liba moyo mumukulina. No more time wait for you. Oye maso que me chisoto. Ainu minachengi. Yer nu fino. Maybe rombi makaman yonete mira bang.
Many people consider Geneba Karuba as the queen of Mende music due to her mesmerizing solo performances of traditional Mende songs. Her dynamic musical renditions effortlessly capture the essence of Mende culture. She has received widespread acclaim for her achievements. Our encounter at her Bow residence unveiled an enchanting journey.
Geneba, G Numa, Koma, aka Lady G. Nyale flower, Liangelo Boka Koa. War wine Goyalion. Where? Hale Hindagin Yelenga, wage from Goyali Manengo. Go boy on you new. Because in your mother and jere asukuilo ya. Kenya mama be ya po mani popo. Kenya jebe wolia. So give way ga boy. Where with man called legacy. I inherit. Hale we go to a guy salon. Pen guy ya guita ya vuina ge guina gama. Go lolino and dredgiva. Mo water liam we oeyu. Mo water mumbo te you taliam we oeyu. Kini ona haya la tago Rajo Jackson. Mo eniam we nyago we go free me ya nyama oeyu. Miata conference hall. Na mi amgiyena. Nya ya krohin nya be go yewe. Free me ya nyama galoi. Mo fo henda na fan wa dunya pe kapago. Kini jiti ye to ashe kinya gro goji gro go bu na kenya ma agbe ma gefi yun. Ke go pi ro gi amalo. Ginye ko control. Nyanje na nyale iye na ro. Mama penta na nyangi ko ke ya nyame ye baluwa ye nyabe ye gogwe buima. Okini ta ye ruwe nya grota. Go ene me gma kini shakata. White me ngi gma. Ngui na ye ngi atikwe na ye ngi ya brown. Tama ye ngi ya. Fahi wongo wa gulu wailo wa. So nya wogali kako waba. Then ngui na ba mabahume. Salon today we want unity. Inside salon we want equal rights. The woman part. Na midwa, na mina be the only woman. People then they fed for poor salon. Begin Congosa, confusion they reign. Some man want for gentry, no one walk. Do ya let we fed and build salon? Na midwa, na mi part than me. Steady, bush doctor by then ibinde. There will be Attila, Janka na bibinde. Ubin Baku, Bonamina be the only woman.
Jeneba's performances are characterized by the combination of sound and movements, followed by a group of performers or dancers, and the rhythmic sounds of drum beats. When you watch her perform, you'll see that Jeneba mixes the cultural Mende music with the contemporary lifestyles of the people, and perhaps this is what may have made her songs to resonate amongst the young and older generations.
I don't do dance for this country. I don't do sing for this country. So not to today no more. Yeah? Hale wigi gani tamia awoya bondo wa London. Gaga salon lo. Gaga ni Island Studio lo. Kweku Williams kama. Second wigi gani Sumanga Joso. Sumanga Joso, Sumanga Joso. Nya me Sumanga Joso. Nya gaga ita awoya. Kaga biana teme na ga salon ga yenge. Ga play bani ma, ga bani boto play ga salon. Teju mvu bani jikpa na ga play ga kele bani na tuwala ha. Tama gi ya play. Ke bani pa teju ga play ga. You see say me na musician, me na artist, me na performer. So I come off Friton Akam, Adeboya, me dealt me late granite, God call her home. I begin to play band. Begin to play now after work band. First I dey sing. Me don't sing culture, I don't dance culture and at this country. I don't wear raffia, they dance at this cornish of it. At this school, I dey dance all, I wear raffia. So me song way can hit. Now the first song I can abona wa put beside them two then a Friton. Na Amukomiga. Wamukomiga, eh, oh yeah, oh, Amukomiga, eh, oh yeah, oh. In fact, that song they with man call and legacy, but me call and poem. That song na property. I mean, late granny na give me. He said this song why they give you. Now you sit down, they sing am. Say they this year say yes. He said die safety day. That song day you go left for the eating side. And up to now, why they go now? Any village or them call me any side. If they no ask for Omega first, they go ask for Ima Tutu. Komiga we hiba na Mende graph. Aima tutu we hiba na Mende graph. So after Komiga, na Aima tutu now make the entire world know me.
Odulay is another powerful voice of the Timni people, a singer and custodian of Timni tradition. He creates and performs Kagbe music, a form of traditional Timni music performance that features instruments such as angbeling, a handbell, drums, and a lead singer singing into a modern bullhorn.
Kagbe music is a kind of Timni, traditional music with its popular performer being Odulay in Cambia, in northern Sierra Leone. Kagbe mixes an instrument they call ankenke in Timne and angbeling, a handbell made up of 2 iron bars with a clapper placed in between them. And according to Odulay, Kagbe itself means a group of traditional, instruments or musicians coming together to entertain their audience. And in essence, he says it's a combination of instruments and boxes put together to give it that name, Kagbe.
Odulay. Ni Abdullah Masari. Achia chele Odulay ko yin na ye popular. Na yo yin introduce awur kami. Really chele yin sha chai afam kama understand me. Ko yin na believe understand. Ko yin cha Abdullah akpati. Cha Abdullah akpati kele be di pa Odulay mi ni son mi na Odulay. Point cha so ma retenir d'Odulay. No couper ko mi. Elle na ko mi lo mari quelque chose. Amara Masari. Parce que je connais Amada Machari. Je connais ma biche Banguda. Kan na nchi chichu ketchup kili emishike na nchi chichu ketchup kili emishike anche mangachi yigbo shiri fulki ba chenga gbo shi yibo mo o an keme o ano mo onko la yon ye anche mangachi ye jaji ye be ras kan ke tekshima pantemi chur kan ya hang de ko ka da sho dem hanyi ko kuro mari ke ko shota nga shuka kan ka fatrimi werchi ichi perform chi teksha to ala kachi e wuri ke lighton apa chachi ngatun hai famous apa e agongoma Odulay akagbe anle yin ya chere mi gbe yin ayin ka ampa nga bai ka bi tono e ae no shine o ampa nga won cheme ayin mi do buto Odulay ban ko denu atero ala wala ngayin ke tourist pe yin ke pai ko yin ba fuma shui ma ido ala chele ngayin ampa nga awon chemi ko bosne cha afuma mi ke pa Odulay ta ko de do ala ka afuma mi ye le nga Odulay man ko nenu atero ala Odulay man ko nenu o mi ne man ko nenu o ani o Odulay man ko ne wa ya ko ne loko lagbo ko iba ko de do ala ke ta san cha mi achela na ele nya mi shi sa group yin shi sha 6 mi ne leader. Well, iba kera ka afonika runi afonika bera ko traditional ka pa ko ka do di chocho be cha ba kama obu chocho be ka ke bi na pa ante mi tiksa mi ko do mi to na me obu chocho be amuna fa cha ndik di mo en o do ni ko mo ni go to ka pa a che be che be yon ko boy yon kali kama uni pichi mpachi a che tachi very important ka nga kama chunu kama na fa chi ka ke shai ma she kale she well ka ke shumuye ka ke to ka ma fi no machi ka ke hamo shi otanata no achi mafino achi mama shikle ne na so yi maguro pa kara no takri mama so yi sa so shiri kle ne sa fo sha kuru ka ma panta mi subolo side so to helper ya be pia cha so no gbili mar so yi she ma cha so no gbili mar so ko sa so ko perform ma won su ma perform sa so ko gbili so to e ka shet kama shibeli ko to shu kite off ni ma to kire shibeli kite off afuma fira sa so she ba ke bedi ke den cha she nge she la so to ke ibi ku do gro bambo ni ya won chi me ka ke choli sha won chi ma fet I want you my bed, I want you my rini. Kaba marry no mafino be marry. Miracle maneshu. Kaba shibe cha mara. Shabe ka shi bambo ne cha for my day. Ka give me bambo ne boli kom. Cha won cha yin dey. Ka chika chi bipi ibidi ka chika chi kemburash.
Ya kala kama kwanda tome ya abana badami kala kama kwanda tome ya kore na wasame kala kama kwanda oduli kala kama kwanda ibawune edu de mangwane we ya
It was an exciting engagement with Odulay in his hometown of Rekopo, Cambia, northern Sierra Leone. Bakari Nsumana, also known as Dr. Bosowai or Chief Bosowai, is one of the few remaining native Mende musicians. Chief Bosowai's melodies have helped a great deal in preserving the Mende culture. We had a long chat with him in Bow City, southern Sierra Leone, where he shared with us his exciting musical journey.
Biena na dunya kwa evoga tekini Bosowai. Tema bwi he nya bi ma. Nya keke bo Kallon district of Bamba kwende Bubu Maru village. Ye frame. Nya je ge tabe egwe bo district o galu bagwe gbenga. Gwi hemia emuhu o. Nya keke eyo do haina to eno tamo ejiara tamo ejiara tato ayoma so ona bele mu endagu ye gun e de gale akoto na ya e na mi na kwa e bu we so nya be ginje giro mu e ga ma we fa mu e bla mi am family so gro ona na ka ku ya edo yin de na go na le ma ha ge ya le nu ga wu ma ke ko e fa ku go mana mata munde na roto e maila so muri na wo ha kamo blanga so kagiya manya from nyaka umi kenya agbidi ala mi go be ye da pe nyon go be po na egbe be ndeji be abende on pate so na we go na temna na ro ha nyabo we ma ke ro ke go ta go amoya numu ya na anya ro pe ge boilo na aboma na adinyani kan gi ga kene ma district gi ya na ha kale te do bola be na ta ma go ya nya ge na sia ka gi nya ba ka gi ya ko jan temna na nya ma ro to agbiala ka gi ya ge hele no ga ro we ke ge na ga de mu ya wona nya nya re alama agu ta go na ta we so numu na ge na ge ende bu ya ma tabe kaleya kaya molebi mi kago bwana na kago wa ge boji kini boy makunde te me oto wa na ge sai mo ba ka kini sa mo ba te me oto wa na ge yegele ni te ya gwe ya epe gugu ya kokko ya ye gwe nyongo gele abi temina baki me o awe bo over gogo wana nya me ogwe gele place me.
Just as renowned traditional musicians like Amie Kallon, who entertained their audiences, Bosowai also began his musical career in a similar fashion. Today, Bosowai stands up tall amongst the great traditional musicians of Sierra Leone, and his name is synonymous to the cultural heritage of the Mende people. Bosowai began his musical career in the 1980s during the significant period of the Organization of African Unity, the OAU. And that period was actually characterized by immense artistic expression. Bosowai performs amidst Max Devils and Momokpa, which is actually a pole dancer who normally performs acrobatic styles during the musical performances of the singer. These styles are unique in themselves, because Posowai is the very personality that is significantly associated with these kind of performances.
So now you go now. Tell me na recording de boy go. Cassette me o ma pate. Gui takini ga kutogo wa. Gui na ekwe dunya kwe tinya gwe. Tell me along do kai no. Gaga ekwe jumo. Tinya kabata time yo. Bako gui na gimini agbo baba gaga. Mumada, mumade. Kini Kallon banya. Eya wole makomi. Guine me otaga kama. Tia wo guina ya ma. Oluveka on ya wa ekoina kwa. Akoi faya. Muma menasi awo. Tale ba wo. Ta oti guina ya. Keji mu bonda lega. Olowote ne mo. Mokeke agwina ya umada humade yenya mata ya gwina me waya makomi tagagama te londo kai yo bali koma no mani o londo kai yo bali koma je mani o gwina gimini magega ne kage gbe genya mata o biyo taga tiena yibe ko yigre wo lebe ko egwe kama josa gwina tabaga wo pe ka alilo ko iko iko. So ocha na gwe enya ma ji adunya ma we
Moyambe sia yo lima moyamba, kenya wo wi ya bie.